What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to look at a rumor from Tom Warren talking about the potential release windows for not just Fable, but the more interesting one, at least to me, Gears of War E-Day. So the reason why I would say that is more fascinating or more interesting is because it's targeting a 2025 release year, according to him. Now, people go back and forth on him in terms of his leaking abilities. I tend to trust him, but, a lot of the stuff that has come out of him recently has been the whole, which first-party games jump over to PlayStation, a lot of that whole kind of stuff for Xbox, a lot of things that you can't really say he knows or doesn't know because they haven't happened yet, right? But if he's telling the truth here, or if he knows his stuff in this situation, I'd be very, very happy about it. So I'll just take it straight from Gaming Leaks and Rumors over on Reddit. King's appearance had me smiling from the start, alongside the subtle sarcasm and British humor throughout Fable's developer Playground Games, is best known for the Forza Horizon series that always pushes the visual limits of the Xbox hardware, and it looks like it's going to do the same thing here. Sources tell me Microsoft is currently targeting Fable to release between October and December of 2025, so it could still be another 18 months away. Microsoft didn't put a date or release window on Gears E-Day, but a few months back I had heard it was targeting a release in 2025, ahead of even Fable. That may have changed by now, so the lack of a release window gives the Coalition some breathing room here. Either way, I don't think we'll have to wait too long to see how Gears can really push the Xbox Series S and X consoles. So there you go. Now, again, you can believe him, you cannot believe him. I think the Fable thing very much sounds, realistic. You don't have to be a leaker maybe to predict, Fable. Fable seemingly is lining up to be the big fall game of next year. Similarly, how really actually at this point it seems like Indiana Jones and Avowed are kind of splitting the duties, right, of being the holiday games for Xbox this year. So this year you'd have that, next year you'd have Fable. I think that would actually look really, really good. And then Gears, now look, when Gears E-Day was shown off, I've made a specific video even on it. I had said 2026. That was my initial projection of, they didn't give a date, exactly how he said, right? No date, no nothing. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I don't want to expect this too soon. I would imagine 2026 is when it's, looking good for it. But I will say this, if it comes out in 2025, the first half of 2025, that would be pretty enormous. Just on the Gears of War side of things, I mean, I will take it as soon as possible, right? The less waiting, the better. I'm prepared to wait. I'm planning on waiting, but if they were to do it earlier, that would be great. And then also just from like the Xbox ecosystem type thing, one thing we talked about, kind of a pro-con, but when they had the showcase, a few days ago, a lot of the games gave release windows or years, right? And the con of that is like, okay, I would really prefer dates, especially for games like Avowed or Indiana Jones, the second half of this year. The pro of it is honestly the next 12 to 18 months from just what we saw at the showcase is looking really good. A lot of games had that 2025 year just show up. No first or second half, and yeah, you might have to expect, I guess, some of those games to get delayed into 2026, and I think that will happen for some of them, but not all, right? So I think 2025, just like 2024, as we continue to build, I think is going to be pretty good for Xbox. 2025 might be the same way without Gears, even without it, right? So then you throw Gears of War in, and from the Xbox ecosystem side of things, holy God, that would be pretty darn big. So honestly, it's fun to talk about the ecosystem stuff and, Xbox versus PlayStation, all that jazz gets people talking online. I'm looking at it primarily from like a Gears of War perspective. I've talked about in the past, I've finally played Gears 1 through 3. I'm gearing up to play 4 and 5. So I'm kind of like a newfound fan, really enjoying the series, and that trailer got me hyped. So like if I only have to wait a year, and even from when I play 4 and 5 over the next couple months, less than a year to play Gears 6 or Gears E-Day, that will be completely awesome. So I hope he's right. But a lot of the things he's been saying over the last like half year, again, they're kind of up in the air. You can't say he's wrong because it hasn't happened yet, but you also can't say he's right? So I wouldn't say he's the most reliable leaker, but he's not like, a complete garbage, like he just throws out anything that he hears. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on. I hope to see you all on the next one.